What is up, y'all?
We're here, League of Legends fans.
We have Riftbound TCG sample decks.
Yeah. These, I have liberated them from the store that I work at for the purposes of the stream. But, yeah. Your store near you probably has some of these, and they may have even scheduled some events. You may even be at an event right now, watching us on your phone.
We're gonna learn to play and play some games and see how we like it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of card types, and they all kind of like fit together.
Okay.
Right. So the first thing when you go to build a deck, you have to pick a legend.
Okay.
Now, the starter decks that we've got, and we're gonna play all of them. The starter decks that have been sent to stores. You've got a Jinx, a Yasuo, a Volibear, and a Viktor. But this is the legend card right here for Jinx. And you'll notice it says legend, and then it gives you the name of a character right there, Jinx. So when you choose a legend, this is going to tell you the aspects of your deck.
Okay.
And there are 6 in the game. Fury, Chaos, Calm, Body, Mind, and the last one's like Order or Law.
Okay.
I don't know. It's for
something
for people who are lame, I guess. The some of these symbols are apparently like enemy symbols, like magic. They'll never be in the same. So like Fury and Calm, allegedly in the first set, there's none for
future sets, but
possibly, yeah. So Mind and Body, I think. Law,
but there's like
Chaos.
There's like a color pie, essentially.
Sorta, yeah.
Okay.
So, the legend card has an ability on it. So this loose cannon legend says at the start of your beginning phase, draw 1 if you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand. So the Jinx deck is trying to get hellbent. You're trying to discard your whole hand.
Makes sense.
So that you can draw extra cards. Now, when you select a legend, you select a champion unit to go with that legend. Now, right now, each of the legends has 2 champion units that you can use.
One for each of their aspects.
One for each of the aspects. So, there's the Chaos Jinx, and here is the Fury Jinx. All right? And so, it's like Commander or Star Wars, where you have a unit that you can deploy later in the game. You can decide which one you're going to use. This Jinx deck only came with 1 copy of this Jinx unit, so I think I'm going to start with this in play. When you're setting up, you just kind of like put your legend onto the field, and then you put the champion unit right next to the legend, and it's kind of in your hand. You can play that at any point later in the game.
Similar to like Commander. If it dies, it goes to your trash pile, I assume. So
that's correct. Yeah. It's a card in your deck.
Yeah.
So. It can be returned to your hand. It can be killed. There's no special rules.
I like that.
This isn't for. This isn't your father's Commander.
It's
game.
like when they had Magic companions.
Yeah.
And before they had to nerf them.
Yeah, 5 times or whatever.
Yeah.
So Justin is going to be playing the Yasuo deck. He's already selected a Yasuo to start and play. Now we've got a bunch of different units in the game. So we have a bunch of different card types in the game.
Okay.
Unit is one of them. So this is an example of a non-champion unit. As of right now, there's no real distinction between champion and non-champion units. The only really distinction is
that you
legend
can choose
cards.
them for your starting champion thing.
There are champions from League of Legends that are in the game currently that do not have legend cards. Currently, there's like 1 copy of those champions.
Yeah, there's like Misfortune in here. So, do you have to choose a Yasuo as your champion unit?
If you're
Yasuo,
if you're Unforgiven, you have to choose Yasuo because it says Yasuo right there. You know what I'm saying? Legend Yasuo, Unforgiven, and Unforgiven is the name of it. In theory, they could do another legend for Yasuo that would have a different name and a different ability on it. And then you could pick a different Yasuo or whatever for that.
I was wondering if you could pick like Misfortune.
You can't
champion in your thingy.
You cannot pick Misfortune with this.
Okay.
You built your deck around Yasuo. There is a Misfortune legend in this first set.
There is. Okay.
Yeah. But there's like a Tryndamere, there's a Fiora, like those characters don't have legends yet. Fiora's in the second set though. So, all right.
Appreciation, real quick, for the card backs.
Yes, they've got different
clean.
types, so
We like that.
yes, you can include, and there's no limit on the number of champion units you can have in your deck. There's no uniqueness rules in the game. So if you have like 3 copies of Jinx in play, you can have 3 copies of Jinx in play. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we've got units right here. Now you also notice that our rarities are on display in a lot of different ways here. We've got a copper border with the circle right here for common, a silver border with the green diamond for, and that I believe matches some of their other games. And this is uncommon. I believe this gold border with the purple there is rare, and then there are like these seals are legendary or whatever. They have like the orange border there, and there's also, because like the thing is all of the legends in the set that have legends, or all the champions in the set that have legends, have alternate art skin cards from the game for it. So there's like versions of this Jinx card that are more rare than this.
Want to flex on people.
Yeah, exactly. And the same is true for the runes. There's rare versions of the runes. That
just aesthetic.
Yeah, just pure aesthetics. That's all it is.
Okay.
So, anyway, the cost up here, and this is uniform across cards. This cost up here is how much energy you have to pay to play the thing, and you exhaust it. You're very familiar with tapping resources if you've played any CCGs prior to now. Now we also have another cost associated cards, which is called power, and we'll explain how you pay for power once we actually get to paying for resources. But this Jinx is going to cost you 3 and 1 Fury power, which means you have to generate that power from somewhere. The most common way to generate power is to recycle a rune card. And I may as well talk about the rune cards while I'm talking about them. These are the rune cards right here. When you build your deck, you've got a deck, or you have a separate deck of rune cards that are 12 cards. And since you're split between 2, most of these demo decks are all 6 and 6.
Yeah, so this is similar to how Gundam was, where you had a separate resource deck.
Yeah, but in Gundam, there wasn't a differentiation between the types, right? So now you can tap Chaos runes to play Fury energy costs, but you cannot use Chaos runes to pay
the power cost.
Right. So we've got signature spells, which are another card type.
I assume you can only play the signature spell in the deck with that.
That is correct. It is locked to that legend. So this is a signature spell Jinx for the Super Mega Death Rocket. So you can only play this card in Jinx decks. It is not like Pokemon Energy, but it is like a big archetypal type of thing. You do have regular spells. Once again, similar, you've got spells that have energy costs and then spells that have energy and power costs.
And they're different types. Like one's a reaction, one's action. So you can play the action, I assume, during that's like kind of sorcery speed-esque.
So actions are like instants, and then reactions are like interrupts before they got rid of interrupts in the 6th edition rules change for Magic. Actions are fast, but reactions are faster. And
I'm sorry I'm doing the TCG player thing where every time I see a mechanic, I compare it to another game that maybe someone else hasn't played yet, but that's a very common trope in our society here. So we'll definitely try to avoid that.
And I'll get into the timing windows once we actually get into the structure of the game. But yeah, I mean, I think the rules text does a good job of letting you know functionally how they'll be played mechanically. So yeah, an action can be played on your turn or in a showdown, and a showdown is when we're fighting, right? And a reaction can be played even in response to something else.
Okay.
So, but I do think I think this game probably comes down to being able to like read your opponent's like what things they have. Like you'll need to know like what they could possibly respond to, and I think you could get bluffed out of going for specific plays in the game because it's just like if they have this thing, I get blown out by it or whatever. Now, there's a whole bevy of keywords in the game. This unit has a keyword called Assault, which gives him a power. I didn't mention this on units earlier, but units have a Might, which is kind of like Sorcery Set 1. It is both your power and your toughness. So that is how much damage you do in combat, and that's how much damage it takes to kill you. Now, this guy gets +2 Might while he's the attacker, so he will be a Might 4 if he's like attacking a battlefield. Now, due to the way the game works, I don't think it can happen. The Jinx deck can't really do this, but that Yasuo deck may have a card that moves my units. You can attacking. A lot of people might equate that with your turn. Attacking has more to do with where you are in the game, like where your units are in the game, more so than whose turn it is. Okay, and it'll make more sense once I explain battlefields, which is yet another card type to keep track of. But the battlefields are what we are fighting over. Both of us bring 3 battlefields to the game. Before the game starts, we're going to randomly pick one of these, and that's going to be our battlefield for the game. And so the text is the same top and bottom, so both players can read it. It says, when you defend here, you may move a friendly unit here to base. This one says units here have ganking, which is a keyword. And that'll make more sense once we get to explaining the moves. And this one says, when you conquer here, discard 1, then draw 1. Now, each of those battlefields actually do a good job of giving you some concepts to work with about the structure of the game, because some of those keywords probably sounded like, oh, those are important things to know if I want to play the game. So our battlefields, let's just go ahead and shuffle up some random battlefields and put them on the table as we go.
Is this the battlefield area?
Yeah.
We each place one here?
Yeah, you could put yours there, I could put mine there, and then any units that are at that battlefield, we can put them... basically, outside of combat, units aren't going to be at the battlefields.
So mine's going to be Targon's Peak. When you conquer here, ready 2 runes at the end of the turn.
Yes. Yeah. Cool.
And
I have the units here have ganking, which says they can move from battlefield to battlefield. Now, there is a nice heuristic at the start of a turn. ABCD.
ABCD?
ABCD. And if you just go through the heuristic, it'll make a lot of sense. So first things first, we're going to shuffle up our rune decks. Just give them a quick little shuffle there. There's one more card type I'm going to mention real fast. There's not a lot of them in the starter. It's called Gear. And it'll say Gear right there. And then this is kind of like artifacts in Magic. They just kind of hang out. They don't necessarily do anything on their own.
Do you play them to your base?
Yes. Yeah, they go to your base, and then you can exhaust them to do whatever you would like.
Okay.
All right, we'll give both of our play decks a quick little shuffle here.
These cards are thick AF.
Yeah. I don't actually know if...
Will this be the quality of the final
I have
product?
no idea if this is what the final product is. I would be impressed if it is.
Yeah,
this is nice. These are nice thick cards.
We had the same thing when we saw Gundam too, right? Like those cards are pretty
They were hefty. Okay. I'll hand you that if you want to cut that. Our starting hand is 4 cards. So, and the mulligan rules are you can pick up the 2 cards to put on the bottom of your deck and then draw up to 2. So, yeah, gear enters ready. So units interplay exhausted, gear enters play ready. That's the major difference between those two. So you can use gear the same turn that you play it, unlike a unit. All right. Draw the 4-card starter. We got a couple different zones, right? So we got battlefields, and there are 2 battlefields. If you play multiplayer, there are more battlefields in the game to fight over. The objective of the game, which we have not described yet, is to score 8 victory points. Now, you'll notice on the play mats right above my head, there is a track. Justin's body blocking part of the track, but
we'll use these counters above our heads or above my head.
We'll be keeping track of the scores digitally for everyone. You're going to draw 4 cards.
Okay.
And you're going to pick some stuff to mulligan. Okay, incredible.
I guess I probably want to mulligan high cost stuff early in the game. It goes to the bottom of the deck any order you choose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you draw to replace it. That's a mechanic called recycling. If something says recycle, it means put on the bottom of your deck the corresponding deck, because you've got the rune deck and then like the regular deck as well. All right, so start of the turn, A, B, C, D. A stands for awaken, which is ready everything.
Are we taking simultaneous?
No, I take a turn, you take a turn. Okay. And if you would like, we can roll to see who goes first. You've got a 16. I've got a 10. So you're going to go first. So A is awaken, which is ready everything.
Okay.
B is for beginning of the turn. Now, if you controlled a battlefield, you would hold the battlefield and you would score a victory point during the B.
If I have a unit there and you do not have a unit there?
That's correct, yeah. At the beginning of the turn, now you would score your victory point. And we'll get into the in-game victory point conditions, but remember that scoring 8 isn't just as easy as counting to 8. There's a couple of conditions on scoring the last victory point. Now, C is for channel, which means channel runes. So you take 2 runes off the top of your deck and you channel them ready. All right, you've got a calm rune and a chaos rune there.
Perfect.
And then D is for draw. And I believe you draw a card on the first turn. I think in multiplayer you do not. Now, don't get mad at me, YouTube comments. I checked the comprehensive rules and I couldn't find.
It never said don't draw a card, right?
Yeah, it didn't say the first player doesn't draw a card. And I think the quick play rules even omitted that, but it was literally just the multiplayer one. Now, there is an advantage to going second, because when I channel runes on my first turn, I will actually channel 3 runes instead of 2. And so to me, that feels like the thing that makes sense, counterbalance going first. Though I do think going first has an advantage in this game, just because you get the first opportunity to start scoring points. So now that's the start of your phase. Now, the rest of your phase from this point forward is structureless, right? Okay. It is you take action. So the most likely thing here is you probably just play a unit and pass, because you can't really do anything else.
Yeah.
But if you play a unit that costs 2, it's going to go into your base, which is this zone right here. Now, you can play units to battlefields, but you have to have presence at the battlefield.
As in, you have to have a guy there?
Yes. Okay. So you can kind of like stockpile on battlefields. You can keep playing units to it to try to hold it, but you have to conquer the battlefield first.
I don't have a unit to play.
Don't have a unit to play. Nothing to play. You're throwing the demo. Throwing the demo game.
This is a common thing that can happen in the game if you play it, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I mulliganed to try to get to a unit that I could play, and I didn't get one.
Yeah, I do think there are ways to come back.
I don't think that's not necessarily like I'm going to lose the game here. Probably.
I don't think so. Now, if you got
in Star Wars, is a little different. But
yeah. I think this game is a little bit different than Star Wars. Yeah. All right, so my turn. A awaken.
Because like now I have things I could do on your turn potentially, right?
That's correct. Yeah, you could play some sort of spell.
Because I can play actions on your turn.
You can.
Okay.
If a showdown occurs.
Only if a showdown occurs.
Yeah, if a showdown occurs.
I see. Action says play on your turn or in a showdown.
Yeah. Okay. So a showdown is when we've got units at the same play. All right, so I'm going to channel, which is going to get 3 runes. I've got a Fury rune, I got 2 Fury runes, and a Chaos rune. And then draw. I'll draw. Okay. I am going to pay 2 and play the Traveling Merchant. You'll recognize a lot of this art. If you play Legends of Runeterra, you're going to recognize a lot of the art.
I mean, they might as well recycle it, I guess.
So this guy has got 2 power, and he says, when I move, discard 1, then draw 1. Now, to move a unit, I can't do it right now because it's exhausted, but to move a unit, you can tap a ready unit and move it to a battlefield. Okay.
And it's not like you have to go to this one before this one. You can go to either one of these.
I can go to either.
Essentially, equivalently in the middle of the table.
Exactly. They're equidistant.
Yeah.
You cannot tap to move from a battlefield to another battlefield unless you have ganking keyword, which this battlefield would give you.
Okay.
And when you move a bunch of units, you can declare who all is moving at the same time. So if you have a unit that got ganking and somebody in your base, you can move them to the same battlefield as like one action, and then they'll, as a group, they will move to the battlefield and then fight together.
When you move a unit to a battlefield that has opposing units, that's when a showdown occurs?
That's when a showdown
occurs.
occurs.
So if I were to move one unit from the ganking battlefield to the other battlefield, then a showdown would occur immediately. But if I couldn't like move a bunch of units like individually one at a time, that's where you'd move all at once?
You could move individually if you wanted to.
Okay.
You could send them one at a time. So,
but each showdown would resolve
each showdown's going to resolve independently.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if your opponent's got a bunch of like resources untapped, you're expecting a bunch of
you can
things.
Like feint attacks.
You can like throw an attack in that you know it's going to win and force them to play a card. There's a mechanic called hidden, which you can play one card at a battlefield hidden if you control the battlefield. And those cards can be played for free, but if you ever lose control of the battlefield and haven't played the hidden card, then that hidden card goes away.
That's a keyword?
Yeah, okay. Hidden is a keyword on stuff. Okay. Some units have it. The Teemo legend cares about hidden cards. So.
Okay.
All right, so I've played that. I've got one resource open. I can't use that right now, so I'm going to pass on that. And I'm going to ship it back to you.
All right, so awaken,
beginning, channel, yep.
That's recall.
Yep.
And then
draw. Yep. And then now you continue with your turn.
Okay. I'll play this Wielder of Water.
All right, so while I'm attacking or defending alone, I have +2 might. So now I'm going to take a brief aside here. To talk about attacking and defending.
Okay.
So if I'm moving a unit into a battlefield as my action, I am attacking that battlefield.
Okay.
Right?
So if your instance, I'm moving a unit into this battlefield.
Yeah.
Like this.
You would be attacking it.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you're in the battlefield, you've got a unit of the battlefield, and I move a unit in. I am now attacking the battlefield, and you are defending.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you have a unit at a battlefield and you move during your turn, you play a card to move my guy into a battlefield you occupy, you are defending the battlefield.
Okay, so you can force
defense for yourself by moving them to the battlefield. Okay,
got it.
So I bring that up because the Calm has cards that can move people, so
I don't think we showed Unforgiven's ability, but Unforgiven says you can pay 2 to move a friendly unit to or from your base.
Yeah, so there is the basic move action in the game, okay? The basic move action is exhaust your dude, move them to a battlefield.
From your base.
From your base or from a battlefield to here.
From your
that's so you can, if he's ready at my turn, I can send him home if I would like.
So without ganking, normally if you wanted to move from one base to another, you'd have to
go home and
to your base and then go to the battlefield.
Correct. Yeah. Now, so since Unforgiven says move a friendly unit, that doesn't exhaust the unit. That
exhausts him.
Exhausts the legend.
Yep.
Moves it from a space to another space.
Got it.
Exactly. Okay. So, all right. I am going to awaken. So, ready my cards. Beginning. I don't control battlefield yet. There's no other beginning of the turn. So, the loose cannon, for instance, says at the start of your beginning phase, draw an extra card. So, that would be where. All right. Channel. I'm going to channel 2 cards. We got a Fury rune. We got a Chaos rune. Now I can continue on with my turn as I see fit.
I assume there's never a situation where you're like, you can't attack the opposing base, right? You can't attack into
That's
stuff.
right. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah, we attack
You can't ever
battlefields.
get to the opposing base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's some pretty bonkers spells. Like the full card list exists. This game is released in China. They've actually got you can go take a look at some of the organized play results from China.
Okay.
It's came out in China like in the last month or so. Like much of the rest of this decade, us Americans will be looking towards the Chinese because they understand what the 21st century brings the globe. But now I'm going to spend 5. I'm going to spend 5. Do I want to bring out my Jinx? So I could play my Jinx. I've got 5 runes. I could play this Jinx. I think she's really powerful. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll bring her on out. So I have to tap 5 resources to play her, and she also has 1.
Over 400 players in multiple events. Is crazy.
Yeah. It costs 1 Chaos rune. Power. 1 Chaos power. So I'm going to pay for that by recycling this Chaos rune. It's going to go on the bottom of my deck. So now I'm down to 4 resources. So if I want to do stuff in later turns, that's going to make it a little bit more complicated. All right. I am going to send the traveling merchant into I guess Targon's Peak.
Okay.
All right. So that's an attack. If you've got something, you can.
How does action priority go?
I believe it's whoever's got the turn first. I don't have anything to play.
So you can say pass priority, and then I could play a thing if I want.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to play.
So now, when he moves, I discard 1 and then draw 1. So
would you do that before the showdown occurred?
Yeah. So that is when I move.
Right. Okay.
And then there's a attacker and defender triggers occur. So this triggers on the move. I'm going to discard a Chemtech Enforcer and draw 1. And this Jinx says, when you discard 1 or more cards, ready me and I get +1 this turn.
What the?
Yeah, she's good. She's good. All right, so I conquer this battlefield.
Okay.
I score 1 victory point. And this says, when I conquer here, ready 2 runes at the end of the turn. So we'll keep that in mind. I'll be able to do that. And then I'm going to send this Jinx into the Windswept Hillock because she is ready now due to her ability. And so I will conquer that battlefield. So I will score another victory point. And then I am done.
Okay.
And at the end of the turn, I get to ready 2 runes. So I'll ready 2 runes.
All right, I'll awaken. Beginning phase, nothing. Channeling. ABCD is pretty nice, pretty handy.
Yeah, it's a nice heuristic. It's a nice mnemonic. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So that's a good mnemonic.
I think I need to go and start by sending this guy into Targon's Peak. So we'll initiate a showdown.
Okay. All right. So you have any attacking abilities or anything?
While I'm attacking or defending alone, I have +2 power. So I have 4 power right now.
So I think that's static. So
says 2.
Do you have any cards that you would like to play?
Not at the moment.
I have no cards I would like to play. So we've both passed priority. We did go to a combat damage step. So you've got 4 might. I've got 2 might. You get to distribute that might however you would like.
All there.
All right. I do 2 damage to you, but that's not enough to kill you because you are 4 for this. My guy's going to die. And then we're going to total up the remaining power. I've got 0, you've got 4. So you win the battlefield, you score a point.
Okay.
It's that simple.
And then at the end of the round, I get to ready 2 runes.
That's correct.
Okay, so I think I'll bring out my Yasuo.
Yeah.
So this Yasuo costs 6.
Yeah, he's a hoss.
When I attack, deal damage equal to my might to an enemy unit here. So that just happens as soon as he attacks, instead of waiting for the phase where you deal stuff up. I do have to recycle 2 green.
Yep, so those go on the bottom.
Which is fine. And then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Awaken. So I ready these, I ready Jinx. B, Beginning. So I control this battlefield. So I will score a victory point for holding the battlefield.
Okay.
C is Channel. So I'm going to channel 2 more runes. 2 Chaos runes. D is for Draw. It's
Chat isn't talking enough for League of Legends.
I have consciously not made jokes on stream about the toxicity of League of Legends.
The toxicity of that game does not necessarily transfer into other games that Riot controls or into other properties that deal with League of Legends.
Yeah.
Mostly because MOBAs are a breeding ground for that type of attitude. Yeah. Because you're on a team-based game where if anyone messes up at all, you can really mad at them and call them slurs.
Yeah,
that's not really a thing in a card game where you're just one person playing for yourself.
Right. So I would say that the League of Legends suffers from the Levine Trench, which is, funny enough, a Magic concept. It's this person made a chart of this line graph, and the y-axis is how nice of a person you are, and the x-axis is how good you are at the game. And it's the closer to good you get, the more of a piece of crap that you are. But if you're actually good at the game, then you're really nice.
Yeah.
And so, that's the Levine Trench. All right. I am going to...
I assume it's named after Adam Levine of Maroon 5.
I don't think it's that. But
that's what I think it is.
I don't think it's that. All right. I'm going to send... So you got 2 open there.
Yeah, I got 2 open.
All right. I think we're going to have Jinx... I think a super mega death rocket.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna pay 4 for this. And this does 5 damage to a unit. And when you conquer, you may discard 1 to return this from your trash to your hand. So I'm going to send the Super Mega Death Rocket into this Wielder of Water.
Did you recycle?
I recycle 1 rune.
Please recycle your rune.
I'm going to recycle this.
Okay.
So the Super Mega Death Rocket's coming at the Wielder of Water for 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. It's dead, I guess.
Boom! All right, we hit him with a rocket.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to use ganking on Jinx to go conquer this battlefield.
So you're attacking that battlefield?
I'm attacking that battlefield.
Okay.
You got something to say about that?
I'd maybe do. Okay. So I don't know if this is a good idea to play this or not, but it is an action. So I can play it during my turn or during a showdown to return a unit at a battlefield to its owner's hand.
Okay.
So it costs 2, but I do have to recycle 2 purples.
Yes,
to play
so
this.
those are gone.
So...
All right, so you're going to send Jinx to my hand.
But it prevents you from getting a point, and having Jinx on the table for another turn seems okay.
All right. I am going to play a Seal of Rage. I'm going to recycle a Fury rune, but this provides a Fury power. So instead of recycling runes in the future, I can use this.
Oh, it's a Mox.
Yeah,
what?
Sorta. It's like kind of.
Sounds like a Mox to me.
It's like kind of a Mox. I don't think it's like 1-for-1 a Mox, but it's not far from it. All right, that's that. I discarded my only other 2-drop that I had in my hand. So my turn is done. I'll send it back to you.
All right, so Awaken. Beginning. Channeling. Draw. Okay. So now, like, I'm way behind on resources, but at least I have the realm to myself. So I'll just send Yasuo to Targon's Peak.
Okay. I got nothing to say about that.
Okay, so I'll get a point. And then I have 4 to spend. I'll play Traveling Merchant then Traveling Merchant. And I think we saw Traveling Merchant earlier is when I moved discard one and draw one. So
yeah,
2 guys hanging out, and then I'll end my turn. End of my turn, I get to ready 2 resources.
Yep. All right. So Awaken, beginning, channel.
Now the Unforgiven action, the pay 2 and exhaust.
That's only during your turn, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. That's not technically an action where you could use it during showdowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I believe it's only during your turn. All right, and then draw. Okay. Okay, I think we just gotta run out. We gotta run out something. I'm gonna end up giving you like a bunch of. I think I end up giving you a bunch of points this turn. I'm gonna play the Scrapyard Champion. Costs 5. It's got an ability called Legion. It says you get this effect if you've played another card this turn. I have not.
Okay.
So I'm just playing that. I'm going to spend the 5, and then I'm going to use the Seal of Rage to pay for the power cost. That way I don't go. I don't lose anything in power. All right, and then that's going to be my turn. I'll ship it back to you.
Okay. Awaken. I get to get a point.
You get 1 point. Yep.
Then channeling. Okay, I got 3 and 3 now. Draw. All right. I got stuff. Let's do When You Conquer here. So like,
if you send him home,
I could go back.
You could go back and conquer. Yeah.
That seems pretty good. So let's do that. I'll use this to return Yasuo.
Yep.
I'll send a Traveling Merchant there.
Yep.
I'll discard this On Guard, which can buff.
Yep.
And draw a card. And I'll engage my my combat.
All right, so you conquer there, you get a victory point.
Okay. I will send Yasuo here.
Yep.
And do the same thing.
Yep.
Anything? Pass.
Pass, yep.
Get another point. I'll play this Cemetery Assistant. When you play me,
you can't score from one battlefield twice. Oh, okay. So you scored from.
Oh, I scored from it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So I do not get that second one.
Yeah. So another thing to clarify here is to score the final victory point. You have to either hold a battlefield to the start of your turn. That'll let you score your 8th victory point. If you attack a battlefield and you would score the 8th victory point, if you have not scored from every battlefield, you don't score, and instead you draw a card.
Okay.
You have to conquer both battlefields in a turn to score the last victory point.
Gotcha. All right. So, Traveling Merchant, or the Cemetery Assistant, is going to get me back my Wielder of Water.
Okay.
And then I am done. So that's not conquering here. I just scored here for holding, so I don't get to ready resources?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It might be better to have Yasuo over here.
Yeah, because Yasuo, I'd rather you take this one so I could take it back, right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So because he didn't hold, the battlefields that care about holding say when you hold get the effect, right?
I guess in that case I'm going to send this guy here too, and I'll discard this Discipline.
And you could play the Cemetery Assistant to the battlefield.
To that place.
Yeah, if you would like, or back up Yasuo.
Mm-hmm. I guess I might as well. Let's do a little bit of backing up there.
Sure.
Okay. No, I'm done now.
Okay. All right. So awaken. And beginning, nothing. Channel. Draw. Okay. I have 8, which is sort of an awkward amount. You've got 1 purple open, is that correct?
One resource available.
Yeah. Five, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I will play Jinx. We'll spend the 5. We'll recycle a Chaos Rune to play her. I'm going to send the Scrapyard Champion into Targon's Peak. He's coming in. He has 5 power to your 4 power worth of units there.
Yep. I don't have anything to say about that.
Nothing to say about that?
Nope.
All right, so I get to do 5 damage. You have to deal lethal damage to something before you can move on to the next one. There is an ability called Tank, which says I have to be dealt damage first.
Okay, yep.
So I'll deal 2 damage and 2 damage. We'll annihilate them. I'll get the Conquer effect, so I will score a victory point. I'm also going to use Super Mega Death Rocket's ability. It says when you conquer, you may discard 1 to return this from your trash to your hand. So I am going to discard. This is tough. I'm going to discard the Undercover Agent to put Super Mega Death Rocket back into my hand. And since I've discarded a card, I can ready Jinx here. I am going to the worth. I've done a terrible job of playing this Jinx deck because I still have cards in my hand. I have yet to get to the point where I get to use her ability.
Seems like you want to be using that ability every turn.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to. I guess I'm going to send Jinx into here.
Okay.
Into the Windswept Hillock.
Okay.
Do you have anything?
Do you pass?
I'm going to spend 1. It says return a unit at a battlefield with 3 or less to its owner's hand. So I'm going to put the Cemetery Attendant back in your hand.
I'm going to play Defy.
Defy,
which is a reaction counter a spell that costs no more than 4 and no more than
1 power. Yeah.
Oh, one power. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will defy you.
Okay. Well, fine. Okay. So I've got 6. You've got 6. I'm going to deal my 6 to Yasuo.
Okay. Dead.
All right. So you'll hold that battlefield. And then I'm going to play Vi. It's going to cost me 2, and then I'm going to use the Seal of Rage to keep it. As she says, recycle 1 from your trash. Give me +1 might this turn, so I can take a bunch of my cards from my trash and then put them under there, and she gets more powerful. So
that just you just do that at all times?
I have to do that during my turn, I believe. So I don't think I can do it during your turn, but I can do it during mine. And I don't think
is she Psychotog?
It's sort of, yeah.
What the hell?
Okay. So I'll ready 2 runes. For conquering that, and it'll be your turn. You'll score a 5th victory point for the Windswept Hillock.
And awaken. Beginning, got that, and then channeling.
I hate losing Jinx there, but I gotta get rid of that Yasuo because I think he just kills everything. He kills everything.
Draw. Has 5.
Yeah. He's not small.
I'm playing Yasuo again.
All right.
You have to recycle 2 greens though.
How's
the game so far? It's pretty interesting. I like a lot of the concepts. Pretty neat.
It's like kind of a trope to say simple yet complex, but I think they've got a lot of strategic depth.
Yeah.
And there's tactical elements and strategic elements, right? So strategy is like your plan before combat, and then tactics are like how the actual game plays out. In my opinion, that's usually how I define the two. There's tactical elements, right, because of like where units are positioning. So like I had to sacrifice my really good card to get rid of Justin's card there, but I felt like that was a trade up for me because I thought his card was just so much better than mine. We also got rid of a trick on the last turn, which I'm not too mad at.
This guy's options are either come back to base or just sit there, so I think he's just gonna sit there and make you at least have to engage with that place.
Sure.
So I'm done.
Okay. All right. So awaken. I'll awaken. Beginning, I will score a point for holding Targon's Peak. Channel, we're gonna get 2. All these Chaos Runes I keep having to put back in the deck for Jinx. And then draw. So we'll draw.
Wish I had a Mox.
All right. I think what I do. We got 8. I count 9 worth of stuff in my hand to play. You got 1 open there.
Yep.
I wonder if I'd tell that guy to eat a rocket. All right, I'm gonna play the Legion Rear Guard. And we're just going to play him to my base.
You can pay extra cost to make him play ready?
That's correct. I could pay 1 more energy, so I could pay 3, and I could pay 1 more power to have him come into play ready. I strategically, I don't think there's much reason for me to do that as of right now. And then I am going to... Let me read On Guard real fast.
Let's let everybody read it. Reaction: give a friendly unit +1 power this turn, then an additional +1 this turn if it's the only unit you control there.
Okay. All right. So I am going to recycle 3 cards with Vi then to make her go to 6.
So you can't do that before, like, in the middle of windows?
Right. Yeah. So this I believe is not like an action. My understanding. This is, I have to do this. I can do this during my turn, but I can't just like do this in the middle of combat.
Okay.
I believe. I may be wrong. My understanding is that because this is on the way this works is not just like, it's not like spells and stuff like that. So I'm going to give her +3 this turn. We'll put them in this order. And then I'll send her in here for 6.
Okay. Do you have an action?
I have no action.
When it doesn't have an action or reaction, it is sorcery speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't do it in the middle of showdowns,
right.
essentially.
Right.
Okay.
So I got it. Yeah. I think she's good.
That's way more. That's way less pissing me off.
Yeah. Right.
I don't have any things.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna beat up that dog.
Okay.
And I'll score a victory point for that battlefield. And then
each time you want to boost her by recycling, your opponent has a window to respond to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. They could if they have a response, they could play the response.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna play the other Jinx. This one's gonna cost 3 and a power, which I'll use the Seal of Rage for. When I play her, I discard 2, so I'll discard my Super Mega Death Rocket in hand. But I could play her ready if I wanted to, and she's got Assault. But we're just getting her out there for now so that I can, because we're gonna have to bring the farm after Yasuo on the next turn.
Yeah, it seems.
Okay. And then that's me. I've got no cards in hand. I will finally get to use Loose Cannon on the following turn. So
okay.
All right, good.
Awaken. Beginning. I don't have anything. Channeling. Card. What was D? Oh, draw.
Draw.
Okay. All right.
It's the CCCC phase.
Yeah, card.
Correct my cards.
You could probably
victory
tie
points.
all those letters back to some other exact
Yeah.
reference to an action in another card game, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to send Yasuo to the Targon's Peak.
Okay.
And he will, when he attacks, he will deal damage equal to his might to an enemy.
He cuts this guy up before the combat even starts. So.
I'll get the point.
Yep. 6-6.
I think I'd just pass.
Oh, okay. You just have a whole bunch of actions for when.
I'm just
For
done.
when?
I'm just done with my turn. Don't even worry about why.
Don't worry about it.
And I do get. I guess I could play something because I can ready resources, so I might as well play something. I'll play this Wielder of Water.
Okay. You could play it to the battlefield if you're interested.
When I'm attacking or defending alone, I think I don't.
Okay.
I think I don't. And I do get to ready too at the end of the turn.
All right. I'll ready my units. Awaken, beginning, so I will score a point. I now have 7 points. If I conquer this battlefield, I can win.
Because if you hold that one, you can win too.
If I hold this one to the start of my turn, I win.
Okay.
The same is true for you. If you hold that one on your turn, I mean, if you lose that, there's a scenario where you lose that one, but we kill each other.
So if all the units are dead.
If all the units are dead,
okay.
Right, then nobody won the battlefield. All right, so beginning of the phase, I draw one if I have no card, one or fewer cards in my hand, so I draw. And then channel, and then draw for the turn. Okay. Just send the farm again.
So since that has ganking, can you send her as well as these to this battleground all at once?
Yes. Yeah. Does it? I don't think it makes any sense to play any cards from my hand as of right now. I think do we just stuff all this except the Super Mega Death Rocket? We stuff 3 down here and we send it all after Yasuo. All right, let's see what he's got. I'll Vi for 1. You got any Vi for 2? Vi for 3? All right.
So she's plus
3. Yeah, she's 6.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll send the whole team in, send the whole squad in.
Okay.
Let's see if Yasuo's got what it takes to kill literally everybody.
So you have power 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is 6. This gets plus 2 while attacking,
6,
so
okay.
6. So 6,
I was looking
12,
at the cost.
14. Yeah.
Okay, 14.
14. She's like, I guess, technically 6.
So Vi is 6, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an action?
I have no actions.
I'm going to play my signature spell, Last Breath.
Ready a friendly unit. It deals damage equal to its might to an enemy at a battlefield.
I get to recycle 2 runes. I already Yasuo. It will do 6 damage to Vi.
Okay. She's toast.
Bang.
Okay.
Do you have an action?
I have no actions.
So we have 6 power right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Discipline. Give a unit plus 2 this turn, draw 1.
Okay. So it's 8 to, so it's she's 6 for this. So it's 6 to
8 to 8 right now.
It's 8 to 8, yeah.
Well, 8 to 8 is something. Put this for clarity. Do draw 1.
Okay.
Do you have an action?
I have no actions.
I too have no action.
All right. So we kill each other.
Okay. There you go.
We're dead. And then I will play the Brazen Buccaneer. He costs 6. As you play me, you may discard a card as additional cost. If you do, reduces cost by 2. But I'm just gonna run them out there. Okay, and it is your turn. I have 1 card in hand, so I can draw with Loose Cannon on the next turn.
Awaken. Beginning, nothing. Channeling. Get my runes back. And draw. Okay. I have a Mox finally. Seal of Focus for green. I'll play that.
Well, it costs you a power, so you gotta send one away.
Okay.
So it's
I might play a thing first.
If you pay, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's go ahead and send this to Targon's Peak.
Okay. So you are at 7 now.
Okay. So you can't just take that and win.
That's correct. If
you can attack this and win.
No.
If you attack this,
if I attack
then you can send a unit there and win.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd have to send them both places to win.
Got it.
But if I conquer, instead of scoring the 8th victory point, if I'm not eligible to win, I do draw a card.
Okay.
So,
you know,
it's been pretty neat so far, Farquaad. So
but if I hold this to my start of my next turn, I do win.
You do win, yeah.
Okay. And I can play units there now.
Yes.
Okay. I understand. I'm gonna play Kane. If I move twice this turn, I don't take damage.
Yeah.
Which is not really relevant here, but he's 6 power, and he's big. I do have to recycle a chaos for that.
He is big.
And then I'll play my Seal of Focus. Recycle one of these. And I'm done.
Okay. Awaken.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Beginning.
We'll be playing a whole new game after this one with the other two
draw.
decks.
Channel. I've only got one left. Draw for the turn. I drew the stupid seals. I've got these 2 seals in my hand.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think my only out here is to send the Brazen Buccaneer here. I'll conquer it.
I do get to ready 2 runes.
Yeah.
Turn.
So I'll conquer this, unless you have any actions.
I don't.
I'll conquer that. So instead of scoring, I'll get to draw.
Oh, okay. I see. That's just game rule.
Yes, yeah. That's,
once you're at the 7th point.
Once you're at the 7th, if you would score a victory point and not win, you draw a card instead.
Okay, all right. I like that.
Because I did conquer there, I can discard a card, which I'll discard the Flame Chompers. When you discard me, you may pay 1 red power to play me. So I'll play them here. Bring back the Super Mega Death Rocket. And then I'll Super Mega Death Rocket the Wielder of Water.
I'm going to counter your spell. Wind Wall.
Okay, all right.
Counterspelled.
You'll win at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
That
was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think I discarded the wrong unit at the beginning of the game and then paid for it ever since. It's like when you bounce my Jinx, if I had been able to play something on the same turn, that would have been in a lot better shape.
All right, let's check out the other 2 decks.
All right. Lose to instance.
Yeah, I mean...
Lose to instance.
I'm not the biggest fan of reaction type things in card games and like counter spells in general.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of a point against for me, but I do like that the reaction windows are very clearly defined.
Yeah, so I didn't have ways to interact with you. I had like several. The funny thing is I had like several turns where I had like a bunch of accelerated stuff where if you had units in play, I could have like sent them after you and won those fights. But I can't play around what's in his hand until I'm like out of battlefield, right?
Counter spells is in yeah.
These are the demo decks. These are the demo decks. I mean, it'd be different if I had. So this deck has actions, right? Like I have things I could do, but I drew like a lot of units, and like I have this thing that says, I have this action: choose an enemy unit at a battlefield, take control of it, and recall it. Right?
Send it to your base. Okay.
Yeah. Recall means go to your base.
That costs 8 and 3 runes.
Yeah, 3 runes. Yeah, if I have that in the situation where you've got Yasuo, I'm just like, okay, well, possess you or
that's
whatever.
Pretty interesting.
So and the counter spells only counter things under a specific cost, right? Like Defy was under a specific cost. Anyway,
what do you want to play?
this is a token deck,
Okay.
and this is like a ramp deck.
Okay.
So I have played both of these off stream, whichever one you want.
I'll just random it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure.
I rolled.
All right, so you're
6.
playing the Volibear deck.
All right.
Okay. All right. So this time around, my legend is Herald of the Arcane. This is Viktor. You pay 1 and exhaust him to put a 1 might recruit in play.
All right, I have Volibear, Relentless Storm. When you play a mighty unit, you may exhaust me to channel 1 rune. Exhausted. A unit is mighty while it has 5 power. 5 plus power.
Yeah.
You may exhaust me to channel 1 rune exhaust.
Yeah, so if you play a 5,
okay, I see.
So it ramps, right. So you pay something that costs 5, you get a rune rebated. Okay. Here are the recruit tokens. They're just 1 might tokens right there. So. All right, so we'll have random.
And this is my champion unit.
There is the 12 cost one is in there if you want that one.
Okay,
I think that one is better because that one does like.
There is only 2 copies of the 12 cost one in here, and there's 3 copies of that one in this deck. I'll show you both. All right, so 10 cost 2 runes. Opponents may pay 2 runes to choose me with a spell or ability. Oh, it's like
ward.
Okay,
it's like ward.
They have to pay extra to target.
Yeah.
Deflect too, because you can't quite read that with the chroma. When I attack, deal 5 damage, split among any number of enemy units here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one is 10 power, costs 12, has shield 3, +3 defense while I'm defender. Tank must be assigned damage first. When an opponent moves to the battlefield other than mine, draw 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Big bear and biggest bear.
All right, here's my battlefield. Just pick one of those at random. This is the Trifarian War Camp. So units have +1 might here. So this is pretty good with the tokens, because the tokens get bigger. And then this is at the start of each player's first beginning phase, that player channels 1 rune. So this means whoever goes first actually channels.
That's just
3
static forever, not necessarily, not even contingent on you owning the property.
At the start of each player's first beginning phase. So it is.
Okay,
it is. We start with an extra rune. Basically.
I will go with this Volibear.
There's only 1 Viktor in here.
Only 1 type of Viktor too.
Yeah,
oh.
They didn't put the other Viktor in here for some reason. Which
that is interesting. What do you do?
This Viktor says, when another non-recruit unit you control dies, put a 1 power recruit token into your base. So as you kill my other units, I'm getting replacements.
I feel like this deal 5 damage split among any number of enemy units is going to be very important.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. How many legends are in the first set? Do you know?
There's not 1 for every 2 color combination, but all of the non-enemy color combinations have at least 1.
Sometimes 2.
And then there is a 4-player starter that has an extra 4. So it's like 16, 20 legends or something like that.
I guess multiplayer in this game is really interesting too, because everyone brings 1 battlefield, so you have an extra battlefield per player.
So in 4 players, you get rid, like the first person doesn't put a battlefield into play. So there's only 3 battlefields for 4 players that you're fighting over.
And 3 players, there's 2?
3 players, I think, is still 3, but
okay.
I think, don't like quote me on that. So, yeah, it's like there's the 12 in the set, and then the 4-player starters got Annie, Garen, Lux, and Master Yi. And Master Yi was like a big chunk of the meta in the Chinese meta, from what I've seen. So.
I see.
Here's my rune deck if you care.
I don't care about it. It would really suck to get rune screwed in this game. It would feel pretty bad. Like if you
I don't
were
think
only
it's
one
like
color.
I don't think it's like possible.
It'd be really hard to for that.
I think you can build your deck in a way where it won't matter.
Yeah, so with channeling to a turn and stuff. Yeah. So there could be 1 turn where you like have channeled all the remaining runes for a color, and then you draw.
If you're going second, you channel 3, right? So in this instance, I'll be channeling 4.
Yeah.
So. All right, we'll roll. Let's see who goes first. 8.
6.
All right, so I'll be going first.
Four cards.
Yeah, use legend is very powerful. Okay, so A, awaken. B, I'm actually, we're putting a card away, I think.
I'll put one card away.
We'll put one away at least. Okay.
I got some fat-butted mans.
Oh yeah, it's the ramp deck.
Okay.
All right, so channel. Because of this one, I actually channel 3. Mind Rune, Order Rune, Order Rune. I am going to spend 1 and use the Herald of the Arcane, and we're going to play a Recruit. And then that is going to be my turn. And I'll tell you to go ahead.
Okay. I'll channel 4. Draw. Alright, I'm going to play Mobilize. Channel 1 Rune Exhausted if you can't draw one. And that's it.
Okay. Alright, all ready. I'll channel back down to 2. So channel. We're going to send draw. Okay. I'm going to send the Recruit into here. So I'll conquer that. I'm going to pay 1 and use the Herald of the Arcane. We'll make another Recruit. And then I'm going to spend 4 for the Cruel Patron. As additional cost to play me, kill a friendly unit. So I'm going to kill the Recruit.
That's 6 power for 4. Okay.
Yeah, he's a beat stick.
Makes sense.
And go ahead.
Weekend, beginning, channel. Man, I got so much resources already.
Yep.
Draw. All right. Let's play Tryndamere. Champion unit. When I conquer after an attack, if you assign 5 or more excess damage to enemy units, you score 1 point. You can score 2 points at once.
Yeah.
I do have to pay to... Those are body runes?
That is Fury.
That's Fury?
Yeah.
Orange and red all look the same to me. I do get to use my champion ability after I played my unit to exhaust this to channel 1 rune exhausted.
That is correct.
Which is cool. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. I am going to ready. We're going to beginning. I'll score a victory point. Channel. Get an Order Rune and an Order Rune. Draw. Okay. I'll send the Cruel Patron into there and conquer. You got anything to say about that?
I don't.
All right, so I'll score another point.
I don't think this deck's interested in reacting. I think it's interested in presenting you with a fat-butted guy.
It is the complete opposite of the previous deck.
Yeah.
I am going to play... I'm going to pay 1, and we'll use the Herald of the Arcane and make a token. And then I'm going to spend 4 and play Viktor. And I'll have to channel, or I'll have to recycle a rune there. So if you kill this guy, I get a recruit token.
You can pay 1 to get 1.
No, he just when another non-recruit unit you control dies, play a recruit token to your base.
Okay.
So, all right, that is my turn. I'll tell you to go ahead.
All right, I'll awaken. No beginning, channeling. Up to 8 resources.
Yeah.
Ready. And draw. All right. I think I send Tryndamere here.
After that, recruits.
Yep.
You get the victory point if he just murders that dude, right?
Yeah, well, I assign when I conquer after an attack. When I conquer after an attack. So I have to
He has
conquer,
to be attacking.
and it's assigned 5 or more excess damage to enemy units.
Okay. How about I play a spell? I'm gonna play Hidden Blade. This is gonna cost 2. And it's gonna recycle. And this says action. Kill a unit at a battlefield. Its controller draws 2. So I could kill my guy and let you conquer and draw 2. Or I think what the play here is just kill Tryndamere and let you draw 2.
Yeah.
You can't play. You've got 45 spells in your hand already. You can't play them all at the same time. So.
Yeah. All right, let's do this then. I'm gonna play this Dead Bloom Predator.
Okay. Yep.
You may play me to an occupied enemy battlefield.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dump that here.
Great question, Farquad. Hiding a card. If I control a battlefield, it says hide now for a power to reactivator for 0. So during my turn, I could have played that hidden there, and so if Justin attacked there, I could play this as an action during that combat for free. It cost me a power, which means I have to take one of my runes and recycle it. But I could have played it for free, and I don't have to exhaust anything. So I can be tapped out, but have a hidden card and still have a reaction.
I also do get to use this guy for
Yeah. All right, I think my guy's just smoked. So I'm gonna get a recruit because you've killed one of my things there.
And I'm done.
Yeah, you got the one for conquering. So start of my turn. I will get one for holding. Awaken, beginning, channel, an order rune, and a mind rune, and then draw. I hate this card. Tell this card I hate it. All right, I am going to pay 2 for a soaring scout. It has Death Knell. When I die, I get the effect. Channel 1 rune exhausted. So I'm going to play it to this battlefield. And then I am going to spend 3. Throw my cards on the floor. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to pick up what I need.
Yeah, he's cheating down there. He's got a whole other sample deck.
A whole other sample deck. I'm going to play the Vanguard Captain. We'll recycle an order rune here. And it says, will you play me? Play 2 recruit unit tokens here. Get the effect if you've played another card this turn. So we're going to put the Vanguard Captain there. And I have played another card, the Soaring Scout. We're going to put some more tokens onto, because this is here, right? Play 2 Vanguard. Yes. So we'll put them there. And then we'll spend 1, we'll use this, and we'll make a recruit token over here. And I am going to tell you to go ahead. You make sense of what's going on over here.
All right, I'll get one for my guy. Awaken. Beginning. I'll channel 9. Well. So you got, they're all +2 power.
They're all plus 1, yeah.
So all your recruits are +2, or 2 twos.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total. Okay. I think we just prep. We do a little prep work. I'm gonna play Magma Worm, which is other friendly units enter ready.
Oh god. Okay.
And that's gonna go to my base. Exhausted. I have to channel or have to recycle a Fury Rune for that. And you get to do my ability. Get one back. Dead Bloom Predator. It's gonna stay there. I'll let you deal with that, and I'll pass turn.
All right. So I will get one for holding. Awaken. The aforementioned one. Channel. Order Rune. Mine Rune. Draw. Oh, that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, the rune deck, is it always 12 cards no matter what? I'm assuming you can't.
That's
it just has to be exactly 12.
It's 12, yeah. Yeah, it's just the level of stunting on the opponent that you would like to do.
I also assume that there's not special rune cards that aren't basic runes?
Yeah, so there are all... Runes are like basic lands,
right?
From what I understand. They, even with the second set, they are selling bulk runes, which I think are for limited play. So if we... I'm assuming you can boost your draft for sealed with this game.
That seems very easy to do, yeah.
And then you've got bulk runes that stores can like buy and give runes to people to play in the events.
But are there like dual lands or whatever?
No, there's no dual runes. Okay. At least not at this time.
Okay.
So there are boxes, but no dual runes. Okay. I am going to play Hidden Blade. Kill a unit. Its controller draws 2. I'm going to kill the Dead Bloom Predator because he is very good and very big.
I don't like when my opponent has skill spells for my one creature a turn deck.
And then I'm going to play Cull the Weak. Each player kills one of their units. So I have to spend this rune. I'm hemorrhaging order runes, by the way. I'm going to kill the Soaring Scout, and this has the Death Knell Channel 1 rune exhausted. And then when another non-recruit unit I control dies, I get a recruit. We're going to use Herald of the Arcane for a recruit. And then I'm going to send...
Get this out of here. I'm trying to look at that shit anymore.
I will send... I don't know, these recruits. I'll send these 3 recruits here. To conquer this battlefield and score a victory point. All right. And I'll tell you to go ahead.
All right. Awaken.
This is red black. I'm playing Bone Splinters and Edicts.
All right. I have 11.
Yeah.
I'll play this Blazing Scorcher.
Okay.
I'll pay the extra 1 so enters play ready.
Okay. You have to pay one power for that as well.
1 power.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. I'll this guy was ready.
Yeah.
So I'll channel Exhausted. This will attack here.
Okay.
You have anything to say about that?
Yes.
Say it.
My guys die.
Okay. Alright, I'll get power, or I'll get a point. I will play this Carnivorous Snapvine. When you play me, choose an enemy unit at a battlefield. We deal damage equal to our mites to each other. I'll play this here.
Okay.
Because, you know. And I'll choose this dude.
The Vanguard Captain?
Yeah.
Okay. Toast. I will get a recruit.
And I'm done.
Okay. Awaken?
I do have to channel 2, or I have to recycle 2 for that guy.
Yeah, this guy's very good.
Yeah, it seems really good.
He seems really good, but he does... I think that cost is appropriate.
Yeah, 5, but yeah.
I think it is appropriate, but I think he is really, really good. All right, channel. So beginning, I score 1. And then
I do like that you have to eventually like deal with your opponent's stuff.
You can't just ignore
camp
it.
a spot. I guess I do have to stop you from just holding that, right?
Yeah. All right. And then draw. I'm always in these stupid in-game scenarios, and this is when I start drawing the seals. All right, I'm gonna spend 4 for another copy of Viktor. I gotta recycle this order rune. I guess I could tap it like this. And then to play this other Seal of Unity, recycle this order rune. We're going to use Herald of the Arcane to make a recruit. And then I think I send all this, I think I send this squad over here.
Reinforce.
And force you to answer this somehow. So they're all there. Look at a big old mess of dudes. All right. And good.
All right. Weekend. I'll get 1 point. I'll channel. I'll draw. Okay. I have to find how to deal with that. That was one reason, I guess, not to play this guy here, is I might have needed
if it's
to
in your
attack.
base, you can.
Although, like, that's still not enough to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna play Mobilize. No, that's not gonna do it. I'm gonna play. Callous of Aeons. I was trying to draw an answer.
Yeah.
I don't think there's probably anything I can do. Channel 2 runes. If you couldn't channel 2 runes this way, draw 1. So I'm going to channel 1 rune and then draw 1.
Yeah. I think you need Stormbringer.
So what I wanted to be able to do previously before you like murdered them was the units interplay ready and then get this guy in there and then send this guy in there, clean up recruits and at least make you do something, right? But
yeah, he would in fact kill everybody.
Yeah. I die.
Okay. I have my ace in the hole here is Siphon Power. Choose a battlefield, give friendly units there +1 this turn, and enemy units there -1 to a minimum
That's
of
very
1.
good.
So if you came in there, then I was gonna add a bunch of power to my units there.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with you.
Yeah, I
killing 2 of my units at a turn. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Even drawing 2, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Because you can only play 1 a turn. The tokens, the Tokenator.
Oh, okay. So this is what I needed right here.
Yes.
Stormbringer.
Oh yeah.
Choose a friendly unit in your base, deal damage equal to its might to all enemy units at a battlefield. Then move your unit there.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What the hell? That's insane.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It literally kill everything.
Well, okay.
So
I'll just draw
the signature spells in this game are like good. Like the Yasuo one. I thought you had like a second copy of the Yasuo one, and I was just like, I guess I lose the 2 copies
really
of it because
stupid,
So the thing is, like, you can use it during the turn, right? So Yasuo goes into the battlefield, gets the free kill, and then you can use the legend to move him back to your home, and then you can use that thing to move him to another zone and kill something else, and then he gets another kill because he attacked in that zone. And the green Yasuo is very good because he's like murdering people as he goes, but the purple Yasuo, if you move him 3 times in a turn, you score a victory point. Ooh. And
so you use the signature spell to ready him. You can use the champion ability or the legend ability to move him.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can move him normally. That's pretty
and
cool.
If you score a victory point through alternative means, that circumvents.
That is this.
That circumvents the 8th. Yeah.
Oh.
So you can use that to win the game. There's like a insane. Well, she seems really good. I think she's like. There's an Ari that says when I hold, score a victory point. So she's like, if you hold, you get 2 victory points. So she is like turbo clocking the opponent. Yeah.
You just like overload 1 base, I guess.
Yeah. And the Ari legend is like the Ari legend. I think is like when you're. She does something when you're like on defense. It like gives the opponent -2 to their might. Something. So yeah.
Cool.
The Ari legend, the Ari signature spell kills any number of units up to might 4 at a site. So you can kill like 4 tokens with her or whatever.
I really like this game. We'll definitely play some more of this.
It's fast is the thing. I mean, we did a bunch of like talking about like learning the game and whatnot. But I would say the game itself, like the actual like flow of the game, is pretty.
I really like
fast
the
and
way
stuff.
the rune system works.
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. I like it a lot.
There's a good
it's
there's
subtle.
a good amount of like you can play most of your
Subtle.
cards at any given time, but there's like the trade off of your paying
of what like
recycling stuff.
you have to think a couple turns ahead, right? Because it's like if I do this thing and my opponent answers it, how bad off am I? Do I have like an alternate line?
Yeah,
so
pretty neat.
But there you go. That's Riftbound. These are the demos. Check out your local stores. They probably have these as well. These were getting pumped out.
When's
everywhere.
the game come out? Is there a release date?
October.
Not a date, but just October.
October sometime.
Okay.
Something. But see, yeah, less than a month. I mean, about a month or so.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll pick up some product and do another couple streams of it at least.
So there's
assuming.
I invite you to go look at the now that you understand how the game works. I invite you to go read all of the cards in the game because suddenly
everything's gonna make sense.
you have context
Yeah.
behind all the cards. Also, the money cards in this game, it's kind of like the showcases for the showcases for Star Wars. You have alternate art for the legends. So there's like a signature series of cards. And so like instead of this Volibear art, there's like this really stylized art. And then there's like a signature version of that as well, which is like even more rare.
Is it foily?
I have no idea what they look like. But yeah.
Those are the chase cards.
Yeah, those are the chase cards.
I like
and
that
then
because
the skins,
it's like anyone can afford to play the game probably. I don't know.
Probably. I'm willing to bet that the whales for this game are going to like flood the market with like the cheap stuff. And as you saw, a lot of the commons and uncommons are extremely playable.
Oh, yeah.
They serve a very important niche. And so and there's a 4-player starter, which it's like if you're playing the game on a budget, you just split that with some friends. One of you gets
treat it like a board game.
Yeah, and you can probably swap around the decks, but like that 4-player starter comes with 4 complete decks in it, and there's like exclusive cards that are in there because the legends in there come with their copies plus the signature spells, right? Like if you're building a deck, you kind of need the legend, the one that you're going to start with, probably some extra copies of them, and then the signature spells, and you just kind of go from there.
Yeah, it's nice to get all that stuff at once. So, are these equivalent to starter decks that are in the base game, like sold alongside it?
So I know.
Or are these just assembled?
There is a Jinx start. There's like a handful of start. Then like the second set is already like pre-sale or like pre-order for stores, and the second set is going to have like a brand new wave of starters to go with it too. And there were a couple of the like I said, there are a couple like so that Trendemir that Justin had. There's no Trendemir legend in this set.
Yeah,
and I don't know that there's a Trendemir legend in the second set. Just maybe down the road somewhere. But there is like a Fiora in this set, and the next set is going to have a legend for Fiora. So presumably the second copy of it. So yeah. There's like an Aurelia, some dude in a mech, some rabbit-eared dude in a mech.
There's a million League of Legends characters.
There are
right?
literally like almost 200 characters or something at this point. So there's no shortage of characters that they can make. So yeah,
right, cool. There's your Riftbound League of Legends stream. First.
Yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed.
I hope we got most of the rules right.
Yeah, there's probably only a few instances where we were kind of like unsure, right?
Yeah,
but
I don't think it
was anything major where it was game.
So one scenario that did not come up during this was the way damage works. At the end of every combat, damage clears. So if you send somebody into combat and you dispatch that person, your guy goes back to full health after the combat is resolved.
Damage disperses at the end of combat and the end of the turn.
Yes.
So like you could play a spell on a unit to do damage to them and then initiate combat, and they still have that damage from that spell on them.
That's right.
That could have come up at some point because like the Jinx rocket.
Yes, right? Yeah. So I could super mega death rocket something, then throw like a small power dude into it to kill. Like that would work, but I can't attack somebody, do damage. As soon as the combat resolves, they go back to full.
So you could attack with a weenie, do a damage, and then attack with another thing. Okay.
Yeah. But you could, if you've got damage as an action, you could play it during combat and damage something, then finish off the unit with whatever health was remaining.
Got it.
So
okay.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody hanging out for the marathon today.
Like and subscribe for more Riftbound content in the future. If you like that, let us know in the comments and all that stuff.
The first set's going to be hard to get.
Yeah, so good luck.
There's going to be a lot of it, but it's going to be hard to get
because
I think there's going to be a lot of whales.
Yeah, I think it's Riftbound. It's League of Legends. It's going to be whale full. So. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back with more Star Wars tomorrow. Thank y'all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.